guys, THUNDERSTUD here, and we are going to do one more Salamandra and Phoenix deck before we get to new Legacy Duels. So excited for new Legacy Duels. Now, I've seen you guys mention in the comments, especially someone named Yuki, I think that's how you would say that name, were mentioning Igknights. I'd seen it around as Pendulum, so I wasn't really paying attention to it, but boy, are they perfect for it. Any Pendulum, you just have two of them, and you can add a fire warrior monster to your deck from your graveyard or your hand, or from your deck or graveyard to your hand. And yeah, it's literally that simple. It costs you 2 cards, but look at this deck. It's just perfectly back row oriented. It's a control deck no matter how you look at it. Just a control deck that can swing. You got your monster negate, we have mirror match counters, and then we have some of the best traps in the game. So I'm not going to go over the basics of the combo or the skill too much anymore. Just know any combination of 2 of these and you can search your Gear Freed. We have 1 Gear Freed, not immortal, just to get us to 10. And if we wanted to search 1, it's still an option, just some wild option, just in case. We can honestly only summon 2 of these, so you could run another equip. Other than that, I'm going to let the replays speak for themselves. You've seen this deck a few times. Can't wait for Legacy Duels. Let me know what you guys are trying to play in Legacy Duels. And thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, so this deck, here we are going first against an Odeon. It's just a comfy mix of control and attack. You can go first, you can go second, you can really do whatever you want, and you're going to see success. Here we're starting with Immortal Gear Freed, obviously. We get a legendary sword out of there, we got a Salamandra, and 2 back row, look at that. We're facing Time Lords, always a bother, 3 back row too, so we're going to use both of our Cosmic Cyclones. Good to see him. Bad aim, Fiendish Chain, he tries to swing into my boy and use his effect. We get to negate the effect. He obviously can't be destroyed, but we negate the effect. It would have halved our life points, just 1,000 damage, not really a big deal. He's going to Draining Shield our big monster. That stops his effect too, unfortunate, but he's gonna lose his Time Lord, and he pulled a Ladybug there. Now he pulled another Time Lord, which returns us to the hand. Not a huge deal, we're obviously gonna be able to bring him right back out and not really be any worse for wear beyond losing that Salamandra. Here we got 2 though, guys, 2 Igknights. There's a Gear Free, perfect opportunity to search him because we already had Immortal, so that's why you sneak that 1 in there, and it gives us a perfect 10. We swoop his Time Lord and then start swinging. So he's down to 2 cards. We know 1 is Ladybug, and he goes ahead and scoops for us. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing Duke Devlin going first. 20 cards over there. Salamandra and Phoenix. We have a Mirror Force, Templar. Got a crazy little bayonet gun for a robot kind of thing. Pretty weird. Not the most intimidating weapon. Anyway, he's using dice. We got Mirror Force, Cosmic Cyclone, and a Gear Freed. He's going with the level 3 XCs with a Crane, and a Tracker. A deck I have seen, he hits the Mirror Force. What a mad lad. The Cosmic Cyclone, the Chain of Disappearance, though. I don't think it would have really done much to us. Here we get 2 Ignites. So we're gonna pop both Ignites. I keep saying Ignites from Enigma and from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Anyway, Salamandra's coming out. Not Salamandra, Immortal Gear Freed. Putting Salamandra on Immortal Gear Freed. Swinging over his monster and swinging for a nice, easy, lethal, great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Joey Wheeler going first. I believe this is the mirror match. I put this version of the deck onto Soulburner because it's using Pendulum. And of course, Joey Wheeler is way too goofy to use Pendulum. So we couldn't put it on Joey, we had to put it on Soulburner. He uses like Link monsters and stuff. So he probably understands Pendulums. Look at that. Mirror Force, Book of Moon, and Negate. He's starting with Sublimination Knight and chaining a Royland. So we're not going to negate the Royland. He's going boom boom. 2 Roylands. So Rolands, I should say. And then he tributes it with Silent Swordsman. In the end phase, he's searching his Immortal Gearfried. But really, just behind us, there's not much he could do. We're not going to use our Book of Moon, obviously, because he negates spells, but we'll just swing over him and do just fine. Now he's got a Mystical Space Typhoon. Our Book of Moon, not a huge deal. Immortal Phoenix, here he comes. There's the Salamandra, but guess what? You still gotta use the monster skill, and we're still able to negate the skill and destroy the monsters. So really, going first is huge in the mirror match. Here, he misuses his Chevalier. He could have destroyed us, chooses not to. We top deck a Gearfried anyway. He's got a warning point of not a huge deal. We're going to swoop the monster. Then we got another Book of Moon set. He's in pure top deck mode, so really not much he's going to do. We're going to dodge a Mirror Force and still bring out a wild amount of damage. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a D-Sod Joey Wheeler. We're going second. I don't think he's Salamandra and Phoenix. I actually don't quite remember what he is at all. So we have a Gearfried, 2 Igknights, okay? It doesn't matter if they're the same Igknights. You can go with 2 Igknights. So we get a Templar though, so we are going to Pendulum Summon before we use the Igknights. And we get to normal summon the Gearfried. And we get to Surge the Immortal Gearfried. So you're hitting all these monsters out, pretty much using our entire hand except this Book of Moon. But imagine we needed even the Book of Moon. Say it was a mirror match and we just flip an Immortal Phoenix face down with the Book of Moon, continue on, win the duel, just like that. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing most likely a Link deck. It's Storm Access, so that's entirely a Link deck. I don't think he gets much Link action. I think we're both pretty bricking pretty hard in this duel. As you can see, we got the 7777. He's got a Widget Kid with nothing to summon, so that's how you can tell we're breaking. I get rid of one of his back row. We take a bit of damage. He's going to Bottomless Trap Floor at Gearfried. We let it happen. We could have Book of Moon, we could have Compulsed, we let it happen. He's getting 3 monsters out, so we only have 1500 life points. It's getting a little dicey, considering one of our back rows are Book of Moon, and you gotta really time that with a Link monster. So there's Elf Phase. Compulsory tosses the Elf Phase. There's the Converter. We're gonna Book of Moon the Converter to lead the little microcoder. Nothing in hand, so it's a pretty safe play. Still breaking. We get another Compulsory. Thankfully, the Igknights are just so perfect. We can just normal summon and swing over. Then it's a one-time passcode. Cyburst Converter. Update Jammer. Bounce the monster, nothing on the field, we just need another little bit of damage, and we get the most bit of damage we could have possibly drew, so perfect. And yeah, obviously with no fields, he cannot fight back. Great stuff. Alright, here we are going second versus the Shizu. So first or second, any direction. I don't actually think this is much of a duel. But yeah, whatever you want with this deck. It goes both ways. We got Templar, we already have an Immortal Phoenix. We just get a ton of back row. We're going to start by Cosmic Cycloning that one treacherous trap hole. Easy duel, easy life as we get our Salamandra. Now, I forgot to talk about how all the Igknights are level 4, so if I did want to do some Pendulum Summoning, we can. And obviously, as a level 4 monster, they can normal summon, and I got the ones with attack. They're not necessarily the highest attack, because they're level 4, but yeah, still more than enough attack to be lethal with an Immortal Gearfried. So yeah, look at the number of back row, guys. So that's a lot of back row. It's a control deck. No matter how you swing it, you
get an Immortal out easy, it's a negate. With tons of back row, another negate out potentially. You're scooping monsters. Immortal's just so strong. You just have that negate and that scoop. It's like monster removal of anything. It's so crazy. Very strong monster. And this deck just focuses on controlling the duel and getting to it faster. So crazy structure deck. Lots of fun. But let me know what you guys think. I'm looking very forward to Legacy Duels. So I'll see you guys there. Thanks for watching.